The woman's voice rose in a haunting melody, her wordless music captivating the crowd. Though the singer's mouth shone with a golden glow, no one watched her face. Instead, every eye was focused on a small, green plant, peeking above the top of a large pot at the singer's feet. As the song swelled, the sprout began to vibrate, a movement barely visible to those watching. A leaf emerged from the sprout. The plant continued to flourish, moving in harmony with the exquisite notes of the song. The stalk grew wider as it rose higher, and more leaves pushed themselves into the air, reaching toward the light of the autumn sun. In time, the end of the thick vine wound itself around the waist of the singer, then up her back. As her song's last refrain saturated the air, the vine stopped growing above the woman's shoulder, and a large flower of vibrant pink and orange sprouted there. The crowd broke their silence, their cheers filled the street, and the singer laughed in delight, her mouth still glowing. The ovation continued, and the woman bowed as well as she could, considering the vine that still embraced her. At last the applause diminished. A dozen more notes left the singer's mouth, these dissonant and harsh. At the jarring tones, the vine dried up so completely that the woman easily snapped the portion around her waist. She stepped away, and once again the crowd cheered. Tavi Malin's palms stung from her enthusiastic clapping, but she continued to applaud until she was interrupted by a hand tugging at her arm. Her best friend Reba Minalin guided her down the street. Once they were away from the loud applause, Reba spoke. "I've heard that woman charges farmers such a high price, she only has to work a few weeks a year. She can cause an entire season's worth of growth in a single day. She's one of the wealthiest people in Findaway." "I believe it," Tavi responded. "Not many speech-blessed people can make plants grow. My mother would give anything for her to come to our garden. And her voice, it's beautiful." She looked to the side of the road. "Let's stop here," she said. "I love Nem's smoke stories." Unlike the singer, who was visiting from a large city, Nem was local to the town of Oren. He was touch-blessed, and his magic allowed him to mold smoke into whatever shape he wished. It wasn't a practical gift, but that didn't seem to bother Nem. Whenever he had the chance, he entertained anyone who would watch. He had built a fire at the edge of the street, and now he stood above it, telling a story while forming the smoke into airy, animated illustrations. Tavi and Reba had missed the beginning of Nem's story, but they knew it well. It was the tale of Savala's life. It was appropriate, as the day's autumn festival was held in honor of Savala's birthday. Because Savala had been the first to tame magic, with the help of his mother Kari, who had given him a breath of blessing at birth, his annual festival was a celebration of all things magical. On this day, many of the town's blessed loved to show off their gifts, which were usually used for more mundane tasks, or, in Nem's case, not used much at all. As Nem told the story of Savala's awakening, Tavi watched it play out. Savala, created out of gray smoke, used one of his gifted hands to heal his foot, which had been pricked by a thorn. Again, Tavi felt a pull on her arm. "This is for children," Reba said. "There are adults here, too," Tavi protested. "They're all parents." Tavi looked around and saw that Reba was right. With a small sigh, she walked away with her friend. At 12 years old, perhaps she was meant to have outgrown her love of stories.